This is a Stick and Hack highlight.
That's awesome. I love that approach because so often you get stuck. I think people that are really close to, I would say, like the leadership within many sports, they have an idea, a preconceived idea in their mind of something. And I think if you get out there and you're just observing people and starting there, I think that's where you really are able to make some changes and make suggestions that really make sense long term. But you talked a little bit earlier about kind of your background a little bit, but tell us about your history in sports and why what about that history made you gravitate towards this field?
Yeah, so I went to Indiana University in Bloomington to get my undergrad degree. I really wanted to be a play-by-play radio broadcaster. That I wanted to be, if you're from the Midwest and you know Don Fisher, like that was totally who I wanted to be. And newsflash, he's still the guy calling the game. Sometimes don't come up very often.
Yeah, that's right.
But, maybe I should broaden my perspective here. So I went more of the sport business and sport management route. I actually worked for the Indiana University football team for 4 years. I was the video guy filming in the end zone of Memorial Stadium for practices and games. And actually what happened was there was a coaching change right before my senior year, and Cam Cameron was the coach. He got fired. Yep. And then they brought in a new coach who, and I didn't realize it was just like when they clean house, like they clean house, right? Like, even people that really have nothing to do with wins and losses on the field, they also were let go, like the video director that I worked for. And I was like, you know what? I don't know that I really want a job that is going to be tied to wins and losses. I thought it'd be really cool to work for a team, right? And that was fun kind of in college. But I'm like, that's not how I'm going to make my career and make my money. So I, ultimately kind of pursued the academic route and got my doctoral degree, and really found that I had a passion for teaching and trying to get students to think different. And then the only other thing I would say on that would be like on the sales side of thing, that's where about 36% of the jobs in our industry are in sales. And in classic higher education fashion, like nobody was teaching students how to do it. And I just couldn't wrap my brain around that. So even though I didn't necessarily come from a sales background, I mean, I spent the first 8 years of my career was really dedicated to figuring out how to do that and do it well, and give students the experience that they needed to be successful and actually get those jobs and then succeed in the jobs when they got there. So that's kind of been my passion point. It was like, here's a job that exists. Let's train people to do it and do it well, get them placed. And then once I kind of had a handle on that, it's like, let's just not, do the same classes the same way over and over again. So well, to bring that same mindset to my job in higher ed as well. And then talk about an industry that doesn't change. I mean, higher ed's another one.
Right. Well, for sure.